Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
You better get ready for the Fart Carnival. It's a Fart Carnival.
Hey yo, what's up, y'all? Fart Carnival in the motherfucking house. I hope as this show evolves, because we are on episode 6, and trust me, we have some ideas for the show. Maybe I'll sit over there.
Are we going? Oh yeah, we are.
I have some idea. I do want it to get blacker.
Do you want to show your face? You want to show the other side of your face?
What other side of my face?
Is it a better face? Like if you sat here, then you'd be showcasing the left side.
No.
I'm more
now
right-heavy.
I was kidding about like making a change because I really hope it's just like this forever. But I also hope we get like a real studio. I mean, look at this. Nothing. Green screen. Ooh.
It's not even real brick, folks.
It's not even a real racist clown.
Man, I remember the first time seeing like an old comic do that, like a 30-year road guy or whatever at the open mic in Rochester, and he like, knocked on the linoleum brick. He's like, it's not even real brick. It killed so hard. I'm like, brilliant.
I know. And then you do it for 10 years after that. I always thought, like, whoever thought of the line where they were like, is this thing on? Must have murdered in the beginning. I still do that. If I do a joke and it doesn't do well, I go.
Well, it's one of those things also that it's a rake bit where that probably went out of style for a while, and now it's been around for so long that it's just it's funny to call back to such a obviously old adage.
Right, except there are times where the audience is, no offense, you guys, so stupid that when you do something
There's no way you've ever encountered an audience that thought, is this thing on, was brand new to the world.
No.
Okay.
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've encountered audiences that when you do those
tricks of the trade.
I don't even want to call that a trick. It's at this point just this like hack like line that they think I'm being serious. Like I've encountered audiences that are like, "Oh my god!" and he did this mic thing on.
Oh, okay. So they failed to see the irony in it, and instead thought you were struggling to a point of asking.
Exactly. They're like, "Oh wow, this guy's worse than we thought."
That's awesome.
Because he did the line.
Yeah.
There I go. No, you see, I'm doing it because I'm doing bad. God, no one understands.
Do you notice? And I forget who I talked to about this, but
look at my hair. I didn't get to gel it or anything, so it's just patch of.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'll never bend down again.
It's okay. You could still rub a hand through there, right?
Do we have any gel here at Gas?
No, I think it looks good from the front. Just don't lean forward and showcase that
move
exact
my
area
head at all. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe stay as stationary as possible.
What's up, y'all?
Do you think? So some of the tourism in New York has been very obvious, right? There's like a lot of people from other countries in comedy clubs right now and in shows.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
I also think
more than it used to be.
Do you think? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. So this is my thing. This is my point. Now it seems, and I have no data to back this up. This is pure theory, pure idiot,
unadulterated theory.
That's right. Is it cheaper now to travel to America because of the perceived state of things? Therefore, we are attracting a different type of tourist than we had in the past. Before, it was kind of a refined, cultured, they want to see the world tourist and appreciate the fact that New York City is the greatest city in the world, not just in America.
Right.
But now it seems like we're getting like rednecks from Sweden that are
like, it's cheap to go to America, y'all. Yeah, maybe. I think that's a good point. And possibly we should start writing material reflecting on that so that we can please that audience in some sort of way. You can really tap dance if you want. You go, we're, play an Uncle Tom for America, essentially.
America Uncle Tom?
Yeah, well,
who is that? Who is America's Uncle Tom?
Oh, I don't know. Probably some guy that Rosie O'Donnell, who's in fucking Ireland right now, moved out because Trump became president.
Is that true?
By the way, Rosie, nuclear bombs can get to Ireland. In fact, they'll be the first to go.
I forgot you say nuclear.
Fat bitch. Is it?
You.
It's nuclear?
It's totally nuclear. There's no U after the
Nuclear.
C. There's no U
Nuclear.
after the C. It's
I-
nuclear. Nuclear is a George Bushism. Like it's.
Oh yeah, you made some good points. I don't know. I mean, you know how I feel about words.
Yeah, they're not important.
They're not important.
They're not as important as the feeling behind them, which I actually subscribe to.
Yeah. Do we look off here? Not to like rip the. Do I look like I'm taller than you in some way? Should I move back?
I am leaned back.
We need to be exactly
Don't heil.
in the same. No, yeah, that's a different way.
Don't.
That looks like
now you
someone-
can't switch
That
chairs.
looks like a Nazi that was like late, and he's like,
He's running
like,
into
"Wait,
frame.
you guys." Yeah, he's running into frame. Me too. No, but I think you make a good point.
I don't know if
Michael.
it's a point. I'm just noticing that at certain clubs and certain times, it's just jam packed with people that just don't share your everyday experience, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
But there's this new thing, and we'll get off of comedy very soon. But there's a new thing where like it used to be people coming to America to gain an American experience. Now, probably in the same way that Americans travel, Europeans are traveling to America to like push their vibe on you.
You think so?
I think there's like a real like almost pearl clutchy and how can I just scroll past this feeling at
haven't-
comedy clubs. Like I've seen comics struggle. I've struggled in some sets. I've had good sets when I felt like I shouldn't have. Like
Right.
you know, it all just feels wackadoo.
Right. I haven't really felt any difference. I've noticed that there are a lot of foreigners, but I haven't really felt the difference in how they feel about the material. I guess mine's just like universal.
Universally loved,
I guess
beloved.
I'm just universally beloved. Anyway, so
All
this
right.
is the Christmas episode in a way. You know, we are into the holiday season.
It's the
It's
holiday,
the holiday
season.
And I noticed something. Let's get into some observational humor.
Okay. Okay.
Let's get into some real observational humor
Yes.
here. I was actually, and I did it on stage last night because I was like thinking about, but I was very much like, this feels like something that like Patton Oswalt would do in the early aughts. But I
Uh-huh.
was watching Polar Express,
The movie.
the movie,
Yeah,
and I noticed at the end of the movie, you saw that movie?
I sure have. A bunch of times.
I feel like I'm about to do a bit to you, but
Do a bit at me.
you think this is funny?
Okay. I pitched the idea to Brendan. I even brought in old notebooks. I wanted us to bring in like our first ever comedy notebooks and try to run bits at each other from back then, both to see if we could remember how they go and also just to see how bad we were.
Yeah, I
Are.
don't really fully believe in that bit because I don't even remember to bring in the books. So how am I going to remember how the bit goes and all
Fair
this
enough.
stuff?
No, I know. I tried it once, and since then you've noticed I haven't brought a bag in, have you?
Yeah, no.
I lost faith in you immediately.
Bringing something in for the show, I think goes against
your moral code.
the show.
I see.
Really. You
I
know
get what you're saying.
We're
I hope that attitude changes at some point.
Yeah, well.
I hope we could do special one-offs where maybe we could bring an item or two in each.
yeah.
Mike, next time you're at Brendan's house, grab him off, dig through his drawers, see if you can find the
You'll
notebook.
never
I would
find
never
these
dig through his
notebooks.
drawers. Also, it's just
Yeah.
like I don't know what's in there. There's mouse traps in the
Bear
socks.
traps, like
It's-
king, you know. Anyway, I was watching the Polar Express.
Yes.
And I never noticed this, but at the end of the movie, he gets the bell. You know, he like loses the bell on the train.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's like, I hate to be the guy that just drills holes in things. Because I've always been, anytime I was listening to something, for the most part, I mean, some people have amazing jokes about stuff where they're drilling little holes and you go, but most of the time I'll listen to someone, I'll go, yeah, just suspend disbelief. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah, just let me
Like,
be an idiot.
It's
Come
just,
on.
but there's a lot of holes in that movie, I would say.
Yeah. It's about Santa.
Well, it's like the kid doesn't believe in Santa Claus, but is totally fine with a train pulling up in front of
You're
his
missing the
house.
point immediately.
Why?
Immediately. Because
do
he
you mean I'm
doesn't
missing
not
the
believe
point?
in Santa Claus.
He's
He-
unaware. He's on the fence. He's on the fence.
Yes, but on the fence in the most hopeful way that you could be on the fence. He's a boy that feels like he doesn't want to be rickrolled. He doesn't want to feel like he's gotten one over on himself. So he's like being reluctant to have belief, which is the entire crux of the holiday.
Right.
And that is a whole though where my son was just like, if a train comes to our house, should I get on it? And I was like,
hilarious, really?
Yeah, and I was like,
no. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you even think about it, go, no. Well, that's one of the holes, is that if I was on the fence of believing in Santa and a train pulled up, named the Polar Express, by the way.
Yeah.
The North Polar Express, you wouldn't even have to get me on that train. I would go, Santa's real.
Santa's
All
good.
right.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I've been proven wrong from my front lawn.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go back to bed. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
wake up to
tie-dye.
the big guy's presents.
Yeah. I expect what I asked for. By the way, that's the only thing. It's like, okay, now that I know Santa's real, I'm just gonna. I would go right to my room. I go, dear Santa. I would go, hold on, dear Santa. I want a gun. Just ask for a bunch of stuff, and I want some hot, big-titted blonde sucking my cock.
Oh.
Here you go, Tom Hanks, number 2.
That's a real 10-year-old's letter to Santa.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want some big titted
That is,
blonde.
yeah.
Slobbing my knob. Dear Santa. Your
Dear
mom reads
Santa.
it. She starts crying.
Well, she's like, Jesus Christ, just like your fucking father. So my one issue, not my issue, but I'm just like, I don't like when movies kind of
Start with an abduction of a child.
No, end with it, I hate when you leave a movie and you're just like, well, that didn't really make sense. Please wrap everything up.
What do you mean? Let's go through it.
Oh, here you go. So
I can't believe this is the bit you did on stage, by the way.
you want to listen to it? It's long. At one point, I go, this is not going to pay off. But actually, this isn't what I did on stage. We're kind of digging more into it, which I enjoy. But in the movie, if you guys haven't seen it, spoiler alert, when you are on the fence, I mean, we can argue him being on the fence of not believing in Santa because of this one little thing is that you couldn't hear the jingle bell, right?
If you didn't believe.
Right.
Right.
What I did say on stage was, because I was doing crowd work with it, and I was like, you saw Polar Express, right? And I go, and I'm talking about the bell, and the girl goes, yeah, and if you don't believe, you don't hear it. Oh, if you hear it, that means you believe it. And I go, much like racism.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
So,
But also, so this might be aging myself or showing my age, but you know this was a book, right?
I didn't know this was a book.
That's crazy. That's what this is known as. This is like the gold stamp on the front, whatever, Nobel Peace Prize laureate, you know.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's crazy that you didn't know. I was saying it almost as a joke.
I go, yeah, I know, Mike. They're all books at first. It's called The Script.
That's good.
What the fuck? Anyway, so as we all know,
I'm looking to see which camera has sympathy for me.
None of them, trust me. So, at the end of okay, he can't hear the bell, right? Because, the elves are bringing the bell to the sled, and he can't hear them because he doesn't believe, which is absolutely insane at this point.
Who doesn't hear it?
The kid, who I think was Tom Hanks, by the way. I think the kid was also played by Tom Hanks. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, let's get off of that. But what do you mean? Because he gets the bell from... So he hears the bell fall.
No, so he goes to the North Pole.
Right.
Isn't it so sad I was watching this in a hotel room alone?
That's crazy, because I was watching it with my 6-year-old.
Yeah, you're watching it with your family, and I'm sitting in there in a place where people
just
kill
wanting
themselves.
to believe in anything.
Yeah, I'm just going I have an early flight tomorrow. So, so he goes to the North Pole. At this point, there are elves walking around.
Yeah.
He has to see Santa to believe him. It's fucking insane.
But I think we disagree on this part because he never didn't hear it.
I'll tell you what, he didn't hear it because he's the elves are coming out. They're getting the sled ready. Everybody's in the Times Square-esque part, and they're getting the sled ready. The elves, and Jarvis, maybe you could bring this up, the elves have things of bells, and they're bringing it to the sled.
Bags of bells?
No, just like a thing of bells that
Okay.
they're
A
holding
wreath.
together. Sure, yeah, a reef. And God. God, he's throwing me off here.
What does marijuana not help with
I
cognition?
know. Yeah. So anyway, he doesn't hear it. He's like, what the fuck? I don't hear it. And then a bell goes, and it
falls.
he goes like this, and he can't fucking hear it.
That's not what happened, though.
Yes, it is.
I don't
and then
think that is.
Santa comes by, and he's like, "You look at
Looking for this, young man? And it's
looking
just
for
his
this?
cock in his,
Yeah,
hand,
yeah,
in
he's
his
like-
mitten. Just the reddest head
he's
on
like-
it. He's
he's
like,
like
this is the
this.
real Rudolph.
He goes, "Oh, it's so red." Sweating. He's got a sweating red
Guides my
cock.
sleigh.
Now, are we gonna get in trouble with Instagram?
For what?
With
Not Instagram, I mean
YouTube might be
YouTube,
mad about it.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm looking for the right moment here.
All right, you do your thing.
Yeah, I mean, from my vantage point, I don't remember.
I'm not even at the point that I was trying to make.
Okay,
by
so
the way.
go ahead. Keep going.
So eventually he hears the bell,
Mhm.
right? He believes. He goes, "I believe." Hears the bell, gets on the train, loses.
Santa
the
gifts him the bell
Gives him
because
the
he
bell.
asks, "What do you want?" He's the first gift of Christmas.
Right. Why didn't he give did he give the gift to like the Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle looking guy?
No, that kid was so annoying that Santa was like, "Not you, little Jew."
No. How did you get on this train?
Yeah, wrong train.
Yeah, he looks at the conductor and he's like, "I'm gonna talk to you."
I'm gonna fire Tom Hanks.
I don't know. Yeah, he fires the other guy. He goes, "Only Catholic kids and Christians and Protestants." Anyway,
So go ahead. So no, he gets selected as the boy.
I meant the little garbage boy. Like, remember the kid who
Right,
was like
yeah.
sitting alone?
Yeah, which I didn't get that whole thing at all. For, like, if that guy was a figment of everyone's imagination, or like what his whole purpose was beside to just add problems.
It didn't pay off.
He
at all.
wasn't in the
His
book, I don't
whole
think.
purpose was to make you feel guilty for poor people, like poor kids.
Oh.
And it didn't pay off. I think it didn't pay off. I don't remember. But if
The
it
craziest thing, dude, is a lot of the kids are literally 3D replicas of the paintings in the book.
whoa.
Like, because the reason why the book was so impactful, not only because of the storyline, but the art is like beautiful.
Holy shit.
It's truly like just like as warm as Christmas makes you feel, that's what
Yeah.
these paintings make you feel in
Yeah.
the book. Like they
Wow.
make you feel like you're sitting by a fire.
Yeah.
Drink. It's just awesome. But
How did you know it was a book?
because
before
I
was
read
a
it as a
movie?
kid.
Oh,
it
you
was like,
did?
yeah, I read it all the time as a kid.
Oh my
Everybody has.
God.
I don't know, like my sons, both of them have all the people that Natalie, you knew it was a book, right?
Natalie
this is one of the
celebrates
stills-
whatever like weird
Pagan holidays.
pagan holidays. Yeah, what does your family celebrate?
They celebrate Christmas.
Oh.
We did go to church, but I don't remember what the denomination was. It was like Protestant or something. I'm not sure.
Anyway. So what's this that we're looking at right here?
This is one of the stills from the book.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
that's beautiful, right?
That is a beautiful still.
yeah, a beautiful.
That's
still.
beautiful still.
Yes.
So
Okay, so go ahead. So
okay,
let's agree.
I'm getting to like my issue with it.
Gotcha.
Whereas he loses the bell. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Plot point. Then he wakes up. He goes down for Christmas.
Yeah.
The bell is there, right? He gets a present from Mr. C. And I think you can know where I'm going with this. He gets the present. It says to kid from Mr. C.
Yeah.
No, even Santa, Mr. C. It just feels rushed in a way because, like, they like take a little bit of time to end the movie with a bow here because
This is the bow.
he goes, so he gets his gift. It's the bell, and he can hear it. His parents can't hear it. They go,
Right.
"What's this?" The mom grabs the bell and goes, "What's this?" "Oh, it's broken." And the dad comes and goes, "Who's that from?" And the mom goes, and the daughter goes, "It's from Santa."
Mm-hmm.
And they both go, "What?" And then it's never questioned again.
Right.
And I got to tell you something, and this is what I said on stage. So maybe, whatever. But I got to tell you something. If my kid got a present from Mr. C, and I didn't get it for him, my wife didn't get it for him. Who the fuck is this? I would for years be like, who was that guy?
Right.
Like,
well, that's the sequel. The sequel, this is what they don't
them
tell
trying
you.
to find the town pedophile.
Polar Express turns into Taken franchise.
Yeah,
and then it becomes a completely
He just gets on
different...
the train alone. The dad's on the train alone.
Just looking for anybody with a C on their jacket.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like, you know.
Well, sure.
Don't add this whole mystery of like, well, the parents didn't know. Like, don't open it in front of the parents.
But you got to also think that whenever this was made, and this was probably written a long time ago, but parents had very little interest in their children.
That's true.
So if their kid was with an adult, they're like, great. As long as is he feeding you? All right,
that's
perfect.
True, that's true.
The book came out in 1985, and the movie came out in like the early 2000s. I want to say like 2000.
Okay, so it came out the year that I was born. That's probably why it
1985, though, I think is like late enough or whatever where parents did start giving a shit a little bit.
Look at me. What?
Right. I mean, I was biking around and shit like that.
Yeah.
But we heard about kidnappers and stuff like that all the time.
Were you of the because Long Island is this kind of place, but were you of, did you just go for the day? Like, did you leave your house in the morning and then not come home?
Yes. Yeah. You didn't come home until the lights went on or it got too dark to even see your friends.
Did your mom yell? Like, did your mom have a yell?
No. We weren't.
Kevin Cannon. My dad.
Michael.
He literally would have a yell that reached from my house all the way. He knew like its radius because it went down the Franklin Hill all the way to where the lights were. And if I was beyond that, I was in deep shit. Yeah. So anywhere within earshot, I would get this message. Yeah. It was like Rocky screaming for Paulie. Like it was that kind of like,
oh wow,
Michael, and just like instant, like
God.
you just turn and start running. You don't even, you drop everything that you're doing.
No, we had cell phones as children.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a completely different... I mean, we were like Native Americans. I was looking up at the sun to determine when I had to go home.
I wasn't even... Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I wasn't even, like, answering my mom's. Remember just ignoring her? And being
Never. I would not... you have your relationship with your parents is as dysfunctional, totally different.
I know. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's so crazy the different types of like horrible families you can have,
and how we all the thing that I'm learning, and it's
Please,
I guess
teach me. I need something.
It's not even your fault necessarily because it's all about it's like natural lumps that you take while growing up, but like you're a part of it. You're a part of the problem as a kid. I was a part of the problem.
What about as an adult?
Yeah, no, the adults carry much of the burden. They carry the burden in terms of like writing it in the moment and making sure that even if it's like emotionally hectic or chaotic or whatever, they're supposed to be the steady force. The thing is, kids also add to the chaos. Right. And they should, and so to say that like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I'm saying that the kids, when I was a kid, I added to the problem, but it wasn't really my responsibility to check myself. Right. There were just no lifeguards that were there doing their job either. What I'm
saying is, as the kid, you're also the problem.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes.
But I'm an adult now. Am I still the problem when it comes to a dysfunctional family?
Yeah. I mean, it depends how your relationship is with your family.
By the way, the word dysfunctional to describe a family is very funny because it's like, we don't even function well. We can't
even function, man.
We can't function as a family.
Basic tasks, we cannot complete them.
Yeah, we're just like, the holidays are so fucking rough. I'm almost done. I'm just going to be like a guy who just never goes home for Christmas.
Well, it's also a great thing about getting married.
I can't wait.
Or being involved with somebody is you could take a couple years off from your own family during
luck.
The holidays.
Yeah, tell my mom that.
Well, you can have your own things, but I'm talking like high pressure, major thing. Like I took a couple years off from my family where I was like, we're good.
Yeah.
Like we're good for a little bit.
Make them miss you.
It's not even that. It's just I am the captain now, and I choose what dysfunction I expose myself to.
Well, good for you, because I would be doing it out of spite.
But that's how when you're an adult, you're still a part of the problem.
Yeah, that's true. It's also just a childish way to look at it, And that only leads to pain, which leads us to our next subject.
Segment.
Segment. Things that lead to pain. No, but you know, I was at the airport. I got a 5-hour delay in Salt Lake City.
Was that a planned delay?
No, dude.
Okay.
Me and Sean Murphy take a flight. We get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Been there.
Take a flight to Salt Lake City from Eugene, Oregon. We get to our gate, and they're just like, you can tell the lady was kind of like, oh God,
bracing.
Like
herself.
she goes like this. She's like, yeah. She was like, we're gonna have a 5-hour delay.
Holy shit!
Yeah, she was like,
they never announced that. She said 5.
She said 2 to 5.
Holy shit! Like it's cable.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
That's fucking nuts.
Exactly. So she was like, so get this. The plane apparently the plane needed a, you know that video?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't want you to think I'm just having a stroke. The plane apparently needed a part, right?
Uh-huh.
And they go, so it's going to take an hour for the guy who has the part to get to the airport. And you just go, me and Sean are just going there like, hey, have the parts at the airport.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Have the garage at the airport at least.
Yeah.
And
this isn't Honda. You don't send out for it.
Not only that, have another plane or switch planes. Like you go, like, look at this. This was my plane.
That's a lot to ask, but I get your reasoning, especially while being frustrated.
Right. But I also think I came up with a good plan that if I was a part of this, I would go, why don't we just do this? Whereas there is another plane that is supposedly supposed to take off to New York in 5 hours. Like that was the next one, was like a 2:45 flight.
Right.
Just take that plane and fly us, and then when the next one, just switch planes.
Can I tell you why they didn't do that?
Why?
That plane probably wasn't there yet. They're always coming and going, man. Those planes don't belong to any single airport.
That's crazy,
I
dude.
know. Listen, airports are a nightmare. But then when you really try to think about the logistics of all of this, you're like, man, they got a hard job.
Yeah.
The front-facing people that you have to deal with on an everyday basis that are also just the teeth of the organization, and they're just dim-witted, aggressive people for the most part. Those are like, fuck right off. But in terms of just like the schedule, like you think Esty has a tough job. Try to schedule a fucking week of flights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, but there's just something that happens when you get that obviously, it's like you're gonna get
all
pissed.
of these frustrations. The fact that they should have had a brand new flight, they should have built a new plane for you. To be honest, like that's where I'm at. Where I'm like, just put one together.
And all the CEOs should have to take the same travel that we do. The CEOs shouldn't get to just take private flights.
You don't think so?
Any CEO should have. The CEO of McDonald's, you can only eat at McDonald's.
I love this rule.
Yeah,
I love this rule.
If you're gonna make something,
and if you're gonna be
that's why I only listen to my comedy. And I get what you're saying. It's awful. Just kidding. Just kidding, you guys.
I like this new rule though.
Yeah.
But then outside of their industry, they have the pick of whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But in terms of travel and food, well, I don't know. It's your rule.
Fuck about them.
Jesus
Christ!
How do you turn on me when I'm trying to jump on your rule?
I'm not turning on you. I'm not turning on you. I'm just feeling this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we were writing the Declaration of Independence and you were like, and you need a waiver. You can't, no unlawful, people can't just come over. whatever that is. What is that? What's that?
Immigration?
No. The like a soldier can't just stay in your house.
I know what you're talking about.
That's one of the fucking parts of the Declaration of Independence.
Didn't they allow that though?
No. They're not allowed to do that. They need a fucking rule now.
Was that an initial rule? Like while they were fighting the Revolutionary War?
I think what was happening, I mean, maybe in America, they're like, by the way, it's a soft rule right now. 'Cause it's not
Quartering soldiers.
quartering soldiers.
Giving them quarters
Giving
to
them
live in.
quarters. Yeah. Nickel, dime. Just get that out of the way. I knew one of us was gonna try and make a stupid joke.
I'm so focused on this subject. Do you mean that they took the house by force, or people offered them?
What I assume is they would, during war, they'd be stationed in some towns.
Right.
And instead of sleeping in tents and shit, they would just knock on people's doors with their fucking backpacks and shit and just be like, I'm coming in. You got to put me in a room.
Wow. That's
And then you
hilarious
have
to
to
make
take-
that illegal, though. Like, under the rule of town of Rockland, I say no. And
That's
they're
how
like, "Shut
much
up."
of a big thing it must have been, where they were like, rule number 3, you can't just. That's like the third one, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the third one is no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house
time
without
of peace.
without consent of the owner.
Oh, at war.
If
it's
you read
another-
the fine print, me knocking on someone's door in Gaza.
Like,
If
is
you
it-
read the fine print,
Yeah, is it ever peaceful?
you go, well, we don't have homes for you to stay in, Netanyahu. In the sense that, remember that video? That video with Kelly Osbourne? Everybody knows that video. Natalie, you know what I'm talking about?
Where she tries.
She goes, who's gonna clean your toilets, Mr. Trump? And everybody's like, well, hey, whoa.
I don't know if that's quite the dunk you think it is, young lady.
Yeah. She was like, in the sense that, and then it just cuts off there. It's so funny. No, in the sense that,
Oh, that is
yeah.
good.
So it's just so weird. How do we get on that though? Because
We're talking holidays, parents.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't know if we wrapped up Polar Express, but I think we did.
Yeah, we wrapped that up a long
Okay.
time ago. But the CEOs and all that shit. But we were just trapped in a fucking I just look, I've been like learning in therapy that ladies. Therapy.
Sorry, the connection was that you were saying that you would make the rules about CEOs doing things, and you're like, here's as if we're writing the Declaration of Independence. And
Right.
Oh yeah, because I thought I said a reasonable thing where I was like, oh, outside of their job they can do whatever they want, but in terms of their industry they have to consume just one thing. And Brendan was like, I guess.
Oh yeah, so I was trying to make a joke where I'd be like in the Declaration of Independence, like while they're like, and you cannot court a soldier during peacetime. And like, I get that would be me. I'd be having like big reactionary to that, and I'm sure they did. They were just like, Jesus Christ, okay, well, you know.
This show is like an inception of retardation. Like it's like an incomplete thought inside an incomplete story inside an incomplete narrative.
Yeah, we're just like in a van falling off of.
Yeah, where's a goddamn totem?
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I kind of snapped on my mom at the airport.
What'd you say to her? Why? Because she was like, "You're not gonna make it."
No. She was just like, she's like getting ready to, I guess, sell the house or some shit.
Sure.
Like, she's like,
this is your childhood house. Is there a lot of emotion that comes along with that?
There is, and that's probably a lot of it too.
I know.
But let me give you some background here. When I was younger, I had Pokemon cards.
Mm-hmm.
Right, folks? Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of rare Pokemon cards that I had. And as we all know, Pokemon cards are going to be, when the apocalypse hits, they're going to be like, you know, they're
as good as U.S. tender.
They might even be better.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me check to find these fucking Pokemon cards. And they're in. My mom is very OCD, so she still thinks one of the many problems she has with me. So she still thinks I'm a fucking child. She still remembers me as a fucking teenager who, justifiably on her end, if I were looking for something, I'd be like Tasmanian Devil throwing it around, going, but I am an adult with kids and a wife. I'm like, you know, I've said everything I could say to her, to the point where, you know, we've talked about this because I am genuinely frustrated with this. I'm just gonna break into her house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna zip tie her, hold her at gunpoint, and just start going through my shit. Right?
Wait, hold on. You are jumping.
What are you talking about?
Because I know. So this is what you flipped out on her about?
Yes.
At the airport?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every time I see
how
her,
did Pokemons come? But you didn't see her. How did Pokemon cards come up?
Well, Michael, I'll get to that. This is you going like, wait a minute. 3 little pigs? What happened to them? You go, well, continue listening to the story. You go, the wolf blew the house. What happened to the 2 other pigs?
I feel like I'm doing an okay job at keeping us on track, but maybe my brain is not connecting with all of your thoughts.
Maybe.
So yeah, I'll take blame, but I am also hoping to linearly understand what you're saying.
Well, and I get that and I appreciate that because if you're feeling that way, I'm sure other people are feeling that way too. So, I will say this, just a little background. There is a treasure trove of maybe, there's 3 things that could have happened with these Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
They could be lost forever somewhere, who knows. 2, they could be in the specific place that I remember putting them when I was a little kid.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when you're just a little kid and you're bored and you're like, I took all of the rare, like the Charizards, which are like worth so much money now. All the Charizards, which I had so many of, and I put them, and I went, I'll take these holograph ones, and I'm going to put them somewhere as a little secret. I'm going to hide them because they're my treasure.
Are they protected from the weather at all?
They might be, to be honest. I mean, they might be in a thing. That's good. I just want to know.
They might be in a thing that's good.
They might be. They might be.
So you're saying that the place that you left them as a kid is not a place that you remember? You're like,
I'm
I just
not
know I
100%
put them
sure.
somewhere.
So what I did was I had a ton of Pokemon cards. I loved Pokemon. And I will even say this to this day. I think I was kind of one of the forefathers of bringing Pokemon to America. And
No kidding.
I know that's crazy to say. And I know I'm going to get shit for that. But I remember when I was younger, I mean, it wasn't, like, I went to this place, Collector's
you would routinely
Kingdom.
visit Japan.
Yes, to visit my father, which explains my eyes.
That was a perfect keep on Brendan as he laughs and becomes even more so.
What did I want the theme song of this to be? It was a Japanese guy singing Oasis.
It was Oasis.
Today is gonna be the day. Anyway, so when I was younger, I had a lot of Pokemon cards.
Yes.
And a lot of them are dog shit.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like, a lot of them are like the green little leaf or the red fire thing, which just kind of gives your character some more whatever when you're playing. But then there's the the ones with the little shiny ones. The shiny ones, some of them are worth a lot. I mean,
Holographic.
Jake Paul, I couldn't find it, and I won't find it.
Hologram.
Some of the hologram ones. I mean,
Logan Paul.
I
think he bought
wore
like
it around his fucking neck as a sign of wealth. And I know for a fact that I definitely have some of those. I mean, I had a fucking Mew, dude. Like, those are rare. And
I had a fucking Mew, dude.
well, so when I was younger, I took all the ones. So I have a big pile of dog shit ones.
Yeah.
And I know where
My
those
son
are.
would love those.
I'll
by
give
the
them
way.
to him. He
Great.
can have them. He can have those. They're nothing. Like, they're
I
not
don't
really
care.
that
He
great.
just- what does he care? He likes them.
Okay, he
Likes
can
the
have them. There are a lot of like Professor Oak and shit.
What,
They're like
what do I know? What does he know?
they're ones that yeah, that's true. What does he know really is the key.
Yeah, he just likes looking at the cards and then he'll trade his friends.
All right. Well, happy birthday, crew.
Yeah, be a great Aunt Brendan.
Yeah. Maybe I'll put them in a book.
Little binder.
Little binder.
Love that.
So, just for some organization on your part.
What is
What do
feel
you
like
mean?
You're coming at me
I'm
in an
not coming at
interesting way
you
right
no,
now.
I'm saying you would love that. The fact that you think I'm coming at you is saying something about you.
What a psychotic person.
That's how
That
you
is
gaslight. And
jujitsu Brendan.
And that is how you gaslight. I go, the fact that you're upset means something that's wrong with you.
Yeah, wow. That really that crossed fire in your brain.
So, whatever. So, what I'm saying with that was instead of giving you just a bunch of fucking loose cards, it'll be good for you to have a binder of them.
I understand what you're saying.
Right. So anyway, when I was younger, I took them out and I either did one of 3 things with them. One, they're either in my childhood room, which is the easiest of the problems because I can go into my own childhood room, lock the fucking door, and rip them apart.
Yeah. I remember you bringing this up a couple months ago. You haven't been back?
No.
Okay.
Number 2, they're in the closet in my mom's office, which she works like she's working all day, every day. I mean, it's pretty fucking crazy. And they might be in that closet with a bunch of like old toys that when we were kids we had.
Yeah.
That's a very organized closet, and I think it's in there. So I'd have to rip it up.
But what are the odds that it's in a very well organized closet that your mother works next to and has likely changed around several times?
She doesn't. She hasn't changed around. It has been the same thing. She would never take any of that stuff out.
Okay.
There's no reason for her to. They're all toys and shit. Like, there's no reason for her to.
Well, the only reason being like my children are in their 30s.
Let me sell these or something.
Or just get rid of them, donate, whatever.
No, she's a hoarder.
Okay.
She's a hoarder.
Oh, okay.
She holds on to everything, dude. I mean,
I do
like,
too. Dude, do you know how sad I am? So my TikTok algorithm is a lot of like, this just doesn't last forever, and it shows pictures of babies, and all of a sudden they're graduating high school, and I'm just like, pistol in my mouth right before bed.
Right.
So sometimes I'll film my son when he goes to school. I'll film my son's room. Just to get like kind of like a time capsule of this time of like, this is what he was into, these are his toys, this is what he had going. Then like every year I want to make something like that. But I'm the same. When you're a parent, it's like there's a fine line between sentimental and hoarder. Right.
But then why are my mom like holding like vitamin C tablets from
hoarding.
2009?
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's
exactly.
psychotic
She's not like I remember little Brendan graduated high school, and
Brendan loves vitamin C when he has a cold.
So she's like, and by the way, I hope the volume is okay. We're hearing you guys. Speaking of volume, we are hearing you guys, and trying to make sure my volume is great.
Yeah.
So that's the most, like, that's what I think is what's going on, is it's in that closet.
Okay.
Because I remember very specifically doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if they're not, I cannot continue living without knowing if they're in there or not.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Right? Or option 3, I do remember going to a park with my buddy and possibly giving him to him or trading with him. I don't know. But unfortunately,
is exactly what happened.
I'm sure. And unfortunately, he has passed away. Rest in peace. But
is his mom still around?
I'm not bothering his parents.
Hey, do you know that shrine to your son?
Yeah.
Can we go through it and see if I have ultra valuable Pokemon
Hey,
cards in there?
I don't know if you touched his room yet.
But he's been dead for 15 years.
And you go through about 6 actually. So
okay, that's more recent than I thought.
Yeah. Lord, whatever you say when people are. What do you say when you bring up people that are dead?
Bless the dead.
Bless the dead. And anyway, so I hope they're not that, because then. But even if they were that, it would bring me solace to know I'm just even Stevens, right? I just need to know where they fucking are.
Right. So, what I said to you when you told me this initially, I was like, tell your mom and overly sell her on this. Be like, I will put everything back, give her the whole speech. Don't get Brendan defensive.
Yeah.
Which I know you do and did. And say, I will take a picture of the closet. Everything will be put back exactly where it was before. Mother, this is a matter of financial life or death. So would you please allow your son to build generational wealth? And maybe you won't have to sell the house.
Right. And all that, exactly. And all that's really nice. All that is really nice. And I've said every last one of that. It's really frustrating, dude. She's like, no. I literally have to just go in there and grab them.
Yeah, well,
like,
then
we're going in there. I got to do it like ice.
If that's
I just got to go in and just go like, I'm getting these things. So sorry.
Strong arm.
I'm strong.
Like, call the cops.
Yeah, do something about it. So, because it's really, it's like a dream.
You're just pulling up your face mask the whole time.
So I have dreams, and I don't know if anybody can relate to this. And if you do, please reach out to me, because I'd love to connect with someone on this. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you.
Okay.
I have dreams all the time where I'm like screaming at my parents, and they're about some serious shit, and they're laughing at me, and they're laughing it off. Yeah. So, okay, I have that dream constantly.
I just
So
wanna
do
give you
your
a
work.
hug, man.
Do your
I
work.
just
Yeah.
wanna give you a
Do your
hug,
work.
dude.
So,
Is there anything funnier and sadder simultaneously than that?
I know.
have dreams constantly of me pleading with my parents and they're dying laughing in my face.
laughing it off, laughing at
Man,
me.
yeah.
Now that doesn't really happen. I think it happened with some stuff as a kid. Like I remember, when I was younger, I got into a big fight with my mom, and I said, and I went, "I hate you. I wish I had a new mom." And then my family, the rest of the night, was just like, "What are you gonna do? Go down to the mom store?" Ha 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 ha. They were like laughing at me about it, and I was like, "Stop!" And they were like, "Oh, you're gonna go down to the mom store and get a new mom? Huh? Yeah." So I
You know
think
what I
that
just
did some
realized?
damage.
I have the same thing. I
Really?
have one of those. When I was a kid and I'd get in a fight with my parents, I'd be like, they're like, what if we just dropped you on the side of like, they'd say crazy shit like that. Like, what if we
Whoa.
just dropped you on the side of the road? I'd be like, well, then I'll just get on my motorcycle and drive away.
See, that's resilient.
And for 20 years, they're like, you going to get on your motorcycle, Michael? And just drive away that motorcycle that you have?
I didn't even
I'm
think
like-
about that.
Yeah,
I didn't even
was
think
like,
about that.
I'm
That's
gonna gun down the
hilarious.
whole family.
I hate it. So I'm gonna be very aware at what I laugh at with my kid, and like, I don't know. Maybe it's harder. I don't know. I don't have a kid.
It is harder because,
because they do stuff, and you're like, bah, you're a
it's
little
so funny.
fucking
But
kid.
also, I don't know. It takes a special. My parents were very a special bunch to see the tears well up in their son's eyes and then continue to press forward in aggravation. I mean, that's almost a skill.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I'm so committed to making you upset that
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be as unfeeling as possible.
Well, I also just think, not to shit on my parents too much, but I think it's a sign of a not you're not happy with your life. You're not happy with the choices you've made.
Yeah.
So you get humor out of your son being upset. No, but anyway,
There's also massive amounts of humor in it, though.
I
Like it's a
know.
fine line.
I
It's a
know.
fine line.
it is a fine line.
I also
and
think-
I'm
yeah,
not a parent. I don't know.
And
Like
here-
I would love to preach that I would never do that, but I know I'll do that.
Well,
'Cause
yes.
I love laughing.
Well, and also you like poking, but also this is why I think this is fair game for both of us. Motorcycle and mom store is fair game.
Mom store.
Motorcycle mom store.
Yeah.
It's fair game because they turned something hurtful against you and into a laughing moment.
Yes.
Because you were trying to hurt her feelings by saying I want a new mom.
Yeah, that's true. I
And
didn't
that-
even think about
yeah,
that.
and I was trying to be like, I'll just run away and drive away and fuck you.
well,
and
your
I'll
parents
never
are
have to
telling
see-
you, what if we just dropped you off right
Yeah,
here,
no,
right now?
I'm trying to just involve myself.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you and
yeah.
make you feel
I'm
better.
literally going like, you're not letting me stay up or
Yeah.
something like that. I want a new mom. But at that time, I'm not even thinking to hurt her feelings. You know what I mean? I'm
No,
not
of
like,
course, 'cause you're a kid.
And I'm like, they're stronger than that. I think. In my head, I'm not even like, this is gonna hurt their feelings. I don't even think it's gonna hurt but not even in a way that I know them. They're strong. I'm a kid. There's
Yeah.
no self-awareness like that. I'm just like when they're your parents are like these superheroes at the
Mm-hmm.
time. You're like, nothing hurts these people. Like, it's not even a thought in my mind.
But you know what a kid bump of coke is negative attention. For some reason, specific
right.
types of kids, I will say, like funny kids, smart kids, kids that like are really socially figuring out their surroundings.
Yeah.
They like if you go and give them a look, they're like, like
Right.
so either subconsciously or not, they're like, give me more of that shit, dude. Give me
Interesting.
the other nostril. I need to even up.
And I guess I'm still like that. And let's go. Let's try not to mention therapy too much, but it is a big part of my life. So I'll say this. I'll say this to say that. I have been working on therapy of predicting how people are, taking myself out of situations, because for years it has been ingrained in me to, in a way, like I hate conflict, but I'm going to stand up, and I think a lot of people actually have this problem. Try to stand up for what you believe, and then you start to realize you don't need to fucking do that, and you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like it's like I have to get the word in. I have to have this
Right.
argument. Like, for example, my mom, my dad, and my sister got into a political fight at the table at Thanksgiving. And I find
Did you want to stop for a second and be like, you're hacks. You're getting into a political fight at Thanksgiving.
I know. I was like,
come on, guys. What are you, a
this?
Facebook meme?
I know. And then we played Disney trivia right away, like nothing happened.
So funny.
And I'm
Oh,
going,
I love that.
Stitch. And yeah. So, but what I did for the first time, and I talked about this in therapy, was like, I'm predicting that if I put my fucking whatever I have to say, which is nothing, out, it's not going to help. So take yourself out of it. And I just stood up and I left the conversation. I went, all right, have at it, you fucking dorks.
Right.
And I walked out and I went outside. So, okay.
Well, because do you know what that comes from? Because I've had the same problems where like I have to you almost want to feel seen within the argument too, where you're just like or you want. It's not that important to win. Like, it really isn't. Because if you know what you know, that's all that really matters.
Right.
So you can't control how anybody else feels.
Yeah.
So if the argument is futile.
Right.
Or futile, however you pronounce it.
Right.
But it's like there's no real reason to pursue, and it's only an exercise in masturbation if you actually are just trying to argue to get the W.
Right, yeah, exactly. Like exercise and masturbation. What is this? My Tuesday. So no, but I don't know. And it's like I always kind of had that problem where I need to like get all my thoughts out on this person to convince them to live the way I live exactly and think the way I think exactly, especially if they're a woman, unfortunately. And that's something I'm like, why is it more with women? Like all the... Yeah. So, and yeah, that's exactly it. Anyway, so...
It's really embarrassingly easy. Like, it's embarrassing how easy it is to connect the dots once you've gone to therapy long enough where you're just like... Oh, I'm such a humiliating person that I know exactly where this comes from.
Yeah.
And it's like, really, have you just continued through life not repairing any of this, you fucking dolt?
Yeah. Well, I'm trying, but I'm learning this new way of like trying to reconfigure my patterns. But what comes with that is relapse of the patterns because it does feel good at the time. So I'm in the airport, right?
Now, okay, yeah, we're at the airport.
And literally I've said everything to my mom about the cards to a point where I went, I just need to look for
You called her from the airport to do what?
Well, I didn't call her. So,
okay.
But at this point, I'm more frustrated. And I've said to her, I go, it feels more like you don't trust me. Like this is starting to become a bigger thing.
Okay.
Like, because I can just go get these cards or I can look for them and I need, on a personal level, I just need to know, or on a mental level, I just need to know if they're there or not. Because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, you hear about these stories about people like making a lot of money off these cards. And I'm like, if they're not there, they're not there. I don't give a fuck, but I need to know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the more she pushes back on every single thing I say, I go, you don't trust me. You just don't trust me. Like, what's going on here? So it's becoming a family thing. Dysfunction. And so my mom texts me, right? So she goes, hey guys, within the next few months, I'm going to start cleaning some shit out and I need your help. So, we'll make some time, give me some of your availability. You will to come to the house and just pick some shit out, maybe go to the storage locker and whatever.
Yeah.
So this is where my lack of predicting what I am going to say, what they're going to say to something that I could totally have predicted how they were going to react, fell like the pattern of not doing that. Normally I would go, well, I want to say this, but it'll cause a big fight and it's just not worth it. So I just but I did it. I went, oh, look who needs something from me now.
I didn't think that's what you were going to say at all.
I know, and I was partially kidding, but I did want to, because of course I'm going to help you.
Yeah,
of course I'm going to go there. I'm never going to not do it.
Look
but I literally texted her a picture of me at the airport, and I went, well, look who needs something from me now. And she's been laughing.
What hour are you in the layover?
minute 1? It was minute 1. They like just told us. Like they literally.
All right, well, that actually, then that may as well be, that's still top tier frustration.
Yeah.
Because if you just found out, then you're just
You're
like,
like,
yeah,
fuck.
you're fucking.
You're like,
okay.
God damn it. I was supposed to get home at 4. I got home at 9:30, took a quick shower, went to the cellar. I was at the cellar till 1 in the morning, and then I had to get up at 8:30 for a voiceover thing. And I'm literally trying to catch up on sleep. You saw me, I'm fucking napping in here.
Little gas digital nap.
Little gas digital nap. And so I go, well, look who needs something from me.
Yeah.
You know, kind of busting her balls a little bit. And she said something back to me that I thought was a little bit more of an aggressive ball busting, because I'm going to I was like, this is how I looked at it. I'm like, I'm going to be rude about this in a way because I'm the victim. I'm a Pokemon victim, okay? You know, I wish there was a lesser word for it, but there isn't. And if you say anything back to me, you're the bully.
Oh, I see. The old Bob Kelly routine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Until I get what I want.
Yeah.
You are the bully. So you better not fucking bust my balls. So my mom goes, hold on. I gotta get the exact word.
Well, the thing, can I just offer a quick thing too that's so funny
Please.
is like you talk to your mom a lot.
Yeah.
Every day?
Not every day.
But pretty close, right? And I'm not saying this to be judgmental. I'm saying that you guys are close.
I
feel like every time
my family
I don't see you every day, but I see you a fair amount, and I feel like every time I see you, you've talked to your mom either while I'm with you or just before.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess we're close for a family that I cannot believe how dysfunctional we are, and we're just like. I don't know. It was like instilled in us that we're like, we're family. It's like fucking, we're like a bunch of Walter Whites.
Yeah.
We're family. You know,
I'm
covered
true,
in
though,
dirt.
man. I don't know. I guess this is just getting older and having a family of your own. But like, you really are not held to earth for much, like with much, you know? And the only people that have been around this whole time are your family.
Right.
Those are the only people that have known you since minute 1.
Yeah.
So it is, I don't know, there's very much something to that. And I know this is rich coming from a family-hating asshole like myself for the first several years of my career.
Yeah.
And would just like constantly talk shit about my father and all that stuff.
Right.
And, you know, granted, now I'm just more... I think having kids just kind of puts it all into perspective where it's like, I don't know. I just there's something to it.
I guess so. Yeah,
and also
I'm
the
open
fact,
to that.
But also the fact that you are close to your mom. It's so funny that you guys have this like just relentless butting heads.
Dude, imagine what it was like when I was a teenager. We were like,
I bet it wasn't much
like,
different. Just you lived in the same place.
Right. We were sellies.
Yeah, you were sellies. That's exactly right.
We were sellies.
Can I tell you what I would have said? Can I tell you how I would have responded?
To what? Me
to
going
her text.
like, well,
not you. Not
this
your
is the
text.
picture I sent, by the way. Well, I go, well, look. I go, well, look who needs something from me.
I mean, that literally looks like somebody took a picture of you and were like, I'm not a 13-year-old girl that you're meeting. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
How I would have responded in probably a cunty, but a little more playful way is she would have been
For the
like,
record, I thought this was playful.
It's very funny. It's not playful at all.
I did go hashtag Pokemon cards.
Oh, okay. All right. Never
There's a
mind.
playful
Never
thing to
mind.
it.
Playful. Very playful.
There's a playful
The
thing to
hashtag changed the entire tone.
Yeah.
What I would have said is absolutely, Mom, shotgun your office's closet.
That's good. Yes, that would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
I think that's what I should have done.
Yeah.
And I wish I did.
But go ahead. Read what you did.
So,
read what you did.
So I said, well, look who needs something from me. And then my mom was actually really nice. She went, wow, you're looking really good here.
Nice.
And I'm so thrilled about how happy. I'm not going to read my whole mom's text.
No.
But she was like, you look whatever. But then she goes, a lot of this stuff does belong to you and your sister. And then she goes, I hear, this is where I went, Because she went, I hear we might be able to get a pretty penny for those Power Ranger action figures. Now, Now,
Natalie, that's funny.
that's funny.
My mic wasn't even on, but that was funny.
right.
Up there with hashtag Pokemon.
Well, because the Power Rangers are not. You're not going to get shit for the Power Ranger toys.
But mom's
we all
slinging
know
it.
that.
That's
Mom's
what's funny
slinging
about
right
it.
back. Do you know what I?
No, my mom
picture?
does that.
I've met your mom. I know her.
Yeah.
She's a lovely woman.
She's
For some
lovely.
reason, I picture Louie Anderson from Baskets.
That's exactly who she is. That's exactly who she is, but more Long Island, where she's like, Brendan. So he's yelling at me, Brendan. So, yeah, so she says that, and I don't, I have a little fit.
Oh.
I go,
Oh.
I go,
I see the length of the text and I just shuddered.
I go, please don't mock me about the cards. And then I go, please don't mock me about the card. I'm such a baby, dude.
It's okay. This is perfect. This is great that we're reading it back though.
But
and
to be
you're
fair,
being confronted
I'm
by yourself.
20 minutes into a 5-hour delay.
I get it.
So I'm like, I'm really not having any kind of like, all she needs to say is like, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yes. Just push me off, whatever.
I think here's.
And I went, I'm getting the cards. I wrote to her, I go,
Hold on, read the whole text.
I go, I'm going to grab them in 2 weekends when I'm off the road. And then, so my mom essentially,
So you didn't say I'm going to help. You said I don't.
No, I mean, eventually I would have been like, and yes, I will help you.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like the mocking of the cards. Okay? Like,
Mocking is a very
she
early.
was just giving it back.
But it's an early vibe established by family because I'm noticing that is my son just got in trouble for mocking his teacher.
Oh, really?
In class, and in a way, when he told me what it was, I was like, I do that every day.
What? No, what did he do?
I think it was like kind of just a like sort of thing of like repeating it back, like that kind of thing.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah, you need me to color?
yeah, exactly. And I was
Hilarious.
like, oh God. I was like, all right, so I got to actually watch how I respond to my wife
Right.
in front of my boy because he's now disrespecting
Whoa,
the broads in
Italian
his
women.
life. Yeah, Italian
Any
women.
Italian women he comes across. Yeah, I don't know. I do think, now, like, to be fair, I was sitting on this going like, the last thing I said was, don't mock me about the cards. I'm going to come grab them. Because my therapist was like, you just got to tell her. Just
Yeah.
be like, I'm coming by. I don't think I chose the right time to do that.
No.
And my sister's in the chat being like, it's like, she's like Jesse and Breaking Bad. I'm
Yeah, eating at the table between
yeah,
Walt and Skylar.
drinking the water.
Yeah.
You tell him how you fucked your boss? Spoiler, by the way. So I don't think I handled it well, but then my mom goes, she says something, and which isn't important, but the important part was right at the end. She goes, she was like, I wasn't mocking you about the cards, essentially. She's like, I wasn't mocking you with the Power Rangers. I really thought that. But I guess everything I say comes off wrong. So now it's... So this is how it's dysfunctional. It's snowballing. It's a bunch of people who are not handling the situation well.
It's also you're arguing against yourself.
I think I
because
would have called... Yeah.
She just told you that the way she's approaching this is the exact same way that you're approaching this, which is I get to say this. If you say anything back, I'm the victim.
Right. But I do have something very much inside of me that goes, you're the mom. You don't get to do any of that shit. We're not friends. I get to give you shit, and then you call me and go and try to make me a better person. Try to go like something. Like I know. As a parent, look, I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. But there's also a part of me that thinks I'm right about that. I'm like, don't give me shit. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. I'm your son.
There's part of you that's correct, but also when you're in your 30s, you are friends. She's your parent for sure, and she's meant to help you in terms of support emotionally and maybe even help you out of a bind if you need it.
All right.
But in terms of how your everyday interaction goes, I think it's perfectly fair for her to sling shit back at a shit slinger.
I guess so. And, if the fact, again, 5-hour delay.
This is great. I know we have to wrap up very soon, but I'm really enjoying me mediating your issues with your mom.
Yeah. Well, and this is where the old Sagalow family, trick comes in handy, where it just went away. My mom just went, "I'm signing off," to a text message. In a text message, she went, "I'm signing off," and then never talked to us for the rest of the day. And
but now
today she like, because I've been sitting on it, and I've been going, should I call her and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I kind of made a thing, but whatever." And I was like, I guess I will. And then today she sent a text message to the family and was like, "Isn't this funny?" Like sending a text, like a tweet, a TikTok.
But
she's like, "Brendan, this
should."
I know.
But you still should, because that's her.
Well, I'm gonna see her soon. So during the holidays in person, I'm gonna go, "Look, I'm sorry about the text message. You bitch."
You bitch, and then you shove her to the ground and run.
We're
to the
literally
closet.
like I don't know if you've watched Malcolm in the Middle.
What
but
would you do if it's just you open that closet and like, in the Matrix when all those guns come out, but it's just like dildos.
I've
that's
opened
why
the
she doesn't
closet
want you in
before.
there.
I mean, yeah, that would be funny. Very funny. But I have opened the closet, and it's like a museum, dude. It hasn't been touched in like 20 years.
Yeah, so I hear you know what you're gonna do. The solution to your problem is already there.
Yeah.
You're fine. I think to just maybe get this off your chest and be a big boy, be a big adult boy.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, I'm gonna do everything in my power not to be an instigator and not to poke a situation into
Instigators!
Mount up.
Yeah. No,
It
you're
was
right.
a real white night.
It was. Where are my Pokemon cards?
Well, this was Fart Carnival.
Welcome
Y'all.
to the Fart Carnival, dogs. You know what it is.
Oh, don't do that.
You know what it is, man. No gang signs.
We'll see y'all next week. Oh, go to our shows.
Yeah.
MikeCannonComedy.com for dates. BrendanSagalow.com.
BrendanSagalow.com for dates. Hopefully they get the fucking ticket links to my shows at the beginning of the fucking year.
Yeah.
Because why is it taking so long for these clubs to get us the fucking ticket links? We're trying to sell tickets. I literally just said to my manager, I will no longer be promoting shows that don't have the ticket links yet out. Anyway, we'll see you next week.
It's a Fart Carnival.